Very good. Okay, so let's get started. Alright guys, welcome. In this stream we are going to look at biology paper 1 for 2020 GCE candidates. That's what we are looking at this evening. Hope you had a great weekend. Great to see you guys. Good evening to you. Alright, so let's hope if you are logged in, let me know. Always drop a comment in the comment section so that I know that you are getting me loud and clear. Okay. Alright, so we'll get started. Once at least we reach 10 in the chat, then we can get on with looking at our paper. Alright, so let's see who's available. Okay, so just leave a comment in the comment section. I need to know whether you're getting me loud and clear where you are, and there's no break in transmission anymore. Okay, so this evening we are simply going to look at biology paper 1 for 2020 GCE candidates. Okay, so looking forward to doing this paper with you guys again. Alright, okay, so let me know in the comment section if you are available. Alright, okay, so if you are getting me loud and clear, please let me know in the chat so that at least I know that on your end you are getting everything loud and clear. Alright, good evening to you too. Alright, good to see you guys. Hope you had a wonderful evening. Alright, so we are back again. Today we are going to look at biology paper 1 for 2020 GCE candidates. Okay, so alright, we are 3 so far, waiting for us to at least reach 10 so that we can get on with the paper. Alright, good evening to you too, David. Alright, that's good. Alright, we are 5 so far. Okay. Alright, now waiting for the rest to join so that we can get started. So I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and looking forward to another productive week. So we are in the 3rd week of our revision of biology papers. Okay, great to know that everything is clear on your end. That's very good. Okay, that's so good to hear. Okay guys, alright, we are at 7, just waiting for 3 more. Okay, almost there. Alright, 9 now. Alright, okay, just a few more and we can get started. Alright, nice. Thanks you for joining us. That's good to know. Alright, that's good. Evening to you too guys. Alright, evening. Alright, that's very good. Okay, alright Peter, evening to you too. Alright, excellent. Well, Stumbepe also here. That's good. Queen. Okay, good evening. Alright, we are at 10, so that's a good number enough for me. I think we can get started today. Alright, Brenda, welcome to the lesson as well. Okay, so let's move on to our question paper. So we are looking at biology paper 1 for the year 2020 for GCE candidates. So this was our question paper. So make sure when we start answering, make sure you drop your question number and the answer you have opted for. So we'll begin with question number 1. So question number 1 says, which of the following is not a characteristic of all living organisms? Okay, so which one is not a characteristic of all living organisms? So we have A, excretion, B, photosynthesis, C, reproduction, and D, respiration. Okay guys, which one is not a characteristic of living organism? Okay, we are still looking at paper 1. So we are only remaining with the last 2 because this is 2020. So we only have 2021 to cover up. Then we are up to date with paper 1. Then we'll start looking at paper 2. All right, excellent work, guys. Yes, the characteristic which is not the following, which is not a characteristic for all living organisms, is the photosynthesis, because photosynthesis is only done by what? By plants. So this one is not carried away by all living what? Organisms. So it's only special to plants. Very good, guys. That's excellent work. That is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 2. Question number 2 says the diagram below shows a mesophyll cell of a leaf. Okay, so which labeled structures are not found in the liver cells of human beings? Okay, so cell parts we have cell part 1, which is the cell wall. Okay, all right, then we have cell part 2, which is the cell membrane. Okay, then we have 3, which is the nucleus. Okay, then we have 4, which is the cytoplasm. Okay, then we have 5, which is the chloroplast. Okay, so which parts are not found in human beings? Is it A, 1 and 2, B, 1 and 4, C, 1 and 5, D, 3 and 5? Yes, guys, which one is the correct answer for question number 2? So question 2, which one is the correct answer? Very good. So in liver cells, the parts which are not going to be there will be the cell wall as well as the chloroplast. So the correct answer here is 1 and 5. Excellent job, guys. This is the correct answer. So 1 and 5 won't be present in the liver cells. Okay, that was the correct answer. So moving on to question number 2. Okay, so question number 3. I hope this one is going to be clear. The diagram below shows an experiment to demonstrate the movement of molecules. So I have a beaker, water, inverted crystal funnel. We have red ink solution, selectively permeable membrane attached to a funnel. After 1 hour, the water in the beaker turned red. Okay, what is the most likely reason for this color change of molecules? So A, ink moved through the membrane by diffusion. B, ink moved through the membrane by osmosis. C, water moved through the membrane by diffusion. D, water moved through the membrane by osmosis. So the color of the beaker turns red. So what would be the explanation why the color is turning red? Yes, guys, what is the correct answer? Very good, guys. So here what is moving are the ink particles. So the ink particles are moving, so it's not water. So since it's ink particles moving, the process will be by diffusion. So here the correct answer here is A. The ink moved through the membrane by diffusion. So the ink here is in high concentration. Then outside the beaker it will be in low concentration. So this movement from high to low is what is known as the diffusion. So osmosis will only be the movement of water only. Okay, so whenever any particle move, that is the process of what? Diffusion. So I hope that is clear. So the correct answer there is A. Nice job, guys. That is the correct answer. Okay, next question we have is question number 4. So question number 4 says the graph below shows the effect of pH on a particular enzyme controlled reaction. Okay, so the rate of the reaction, then pH from 0 to 14, at which point is the enzyme not active? So A at pH 1 and 13, B pH 3 and pH 11, C pH 5 and pH 9, D pH 7. Yes, guys, which one do you think the enzymes are not active? At which pH is the enzyme not active? Yes, guys, which one do you think the part where the enzymes is not active? Okay, so make sure the question number is indicated. So is it at pH 1 and pH 13 or at pH 3 and 11 or pH 5 and 9. So which one is the correct answer? Okay, so yes, correct guys, the correct answer here is A. So here at pH 1, the enzymes are not working. So you can see the graph is low, and also at 13, the graph is also low. So this is where the enzymes are inactive. Right? So that is the correct answer. So number 4, the correct answer is A. Moving on to question 5. Question 5 says, which of the following food nutrients would produce a purple color when mixed with the burette reagent? So is it A, fat, B, protein, C, reducing sugar, D, starch? So which one will produce a purple color? So here we are using a burette reagent. Okay. So which one will give a purple color? Yes, guys. Okay, that's good. Keep them coming. Really enjoying the energy in the chat. Excellent job, guys. Overwhelming response. Yes, the correct answer here is B. So burette reagent is used to test for proteins. So that one will always give a purple color with the burette reagent. Great job, guys. That's the correct answer for number 5. All right. Moving on to question number 6. Which of the following correctly identifies disorders caused by a lack of vitamin C, roughage, and protein? Okay, so we have vitamin C, roughage, and protein. So A, we have anemia, scurvy, marasmus. B, anemia, constipation, marasmus. C, scurvy, anemia, kwashoka. Or D, scurvy, constipation, kwashoka. So which one are representing the correct disorders? If someone is lacking vitamin C or you're lacking roughage, what dietary disorder is that going to cause you? Yes, guys, for question 6. Question 6. Very good, guys. Yes, vitamin C will lead to scurvy. Lack of roughage will lead to constipation, and lack of proteins lead to kwashoka, where a child has a big belly. So scurvy, poor healing of wounds, and bleeding of gums. So that's why vitamin C is very important, as well as roughage and the protein. So the correct answer there is D. Well done, guys. That is the correct answer. Great job. All right, moving on to question number 7. Which of the following plant nutrients keeps the cell membranes healthy? Okay. Yes, guys, which one will keep the cell membranes healthy? Is it A, boron, B, calcium, C, magnesium, D, potassium? Question 7. So which nutrient will keep cell membranes healthy? Is it boron, calcium, magnesium, and or potassium? Yes, guys, which one is the correct one? Very good, guys. Yes, here the correct answer is B. Well done. Nice response, guys. Yes, the correct answer is B. We need the calcium ion. So magnesium is for formation of chlorophyll altogether. Potassium, this one is for flowers as well as fruits. Boron, this one you need it for growth of the pollen tube. But calcium is the one which is in charge of maintaining the cell lamella, so which is a part of the cell membranes. So that is the correct answer. So the correct answer is calcium. Very good. Okay, so that's why plants need calcium. Okay, so next question we have is question number 8, which says the diagram below shows a section through a leaf. Which cell type absorbs the most carbon dioxide during the day? Okay, so which one will be absorbing most of the carbon dioxide during the day? Okay, is it A, which is the upper epidermis, B, parasite cell, or C, the xylem, D, the the spongy cells? Okay, so which one will be absorbing the most carbon dioxide? So which one will take in more carbon dioxide during the day? Question 8, guys. Yes, guys. That's nice. Okay. Oh yeah, you are right. Very good. Yes, the part which will take in most of the carbon dioxide will be the parasite cells, because they are the ones carrying out they are the ones carrying out photosynthesis, because photosynthesis is a raw material needed for photosynthesis. So carbon dioxide will be taken in by the parasite cell so that they produce more food. So that's why the parasite cell are the ones which absorb more carbon dioxide during the day. Excellent work, guys. That is the correct answer. Okay, we now go to question number 9. Okay, I hope this question is clear on your side. The diagram shows a rhizopas labeled X there. So what is the part labeled X? Is it A, the hyphen, B, sporangiophore, C, sporangium, D, stolon? Okay, so this is asking, so this is from the topic saprophytic nutrition, only the parts of the rhizopas. So I hope we remember the structure of the rhizopas. So question 9, yes guys, what is the part X? Is it the hyphen, the sporangiophore, or the sporangium, or the stolon? Yes guys, which one is it? All right, very good guys. So here the correct answer here is the sporangium. All together. So the swelled part here is the sporangium. The sporangiophore is the one which is holding the sporangium in place. So this is the sporangiophore. Okay, so this one will be the sporangiophore, the ones which keeps the sporangium in place. So the part where the spores are made, that is what is known as the sporangium. Excellent work, guys. That is the correct answer. So the part X is the sporangium. Okay. Next question number 10. Okay, dental formula. So the following is the dental formula of a dog. Okay, incisors 3/3, canines 1/1, premolars 4/4, molars 2/3. How many molar teeth are there in the upper jaw of this dog? So molar teeth on the upper jaw. So we are looking for molars altogether. So which are the molar teeth? How many do we have on the upper jaw? Yes guys. Okay, question 10. How many are they? Okay, so the hyphae is everything. Okay, so for question 9, when you talk about the hyphae, you're talking about everything. All right, excellent job guys. Yes, the correct answer here is the question number is option number C. So there are 2. So since we have 2, it will be 2 times 2. Remember the dental formula always multiply by 2, which will be equals to what? 4. Okay, so I'm glad to see that you guys were paying attention. We've been looking at the dental formula for the past 2 weeks already. We've been seeing questions coming again on the dental formula. That's why we are not forgetting to multiply by what? By 2. Excellent. All right, so I'm happy at least no one went for A. Now that tells me that at least we've been paying attention and following what we've been doing. Very good guys, that is very good to see. Okay, so that is question number 10. Moving on to question 11 now. So question 11 says the diagram below shows part of the human digestive system. So labeled A, B, C, and D. Which of the organs A, B, C, or D carries out deamination of excess amino acids? So which organ is carrying out deamination of excess amino acids? Yes guys, which part will be carrying out deamination of excess amino acids? Question 11. 11. Is it A, B, C, or D? Where is the elimination taking place? Is it in the gallbladder, the liver, the stomach, or the pancreas? Excellent work, guys. Overwhelming response. Enjoying those comments. The part which will carry out the elimination is B, which is the liver. That is the function of the liver, to break down excess amino acid by me removing the amine group. All right, nice work, guys. Moving on to question number 12 now. Okay, that was a good question there. All right, let's see if we can get this one also, all of us. Which of the following correctly identifies the parts of the respiratory system where gaseous exchange occurs in humans, fish, and the insects? Now together. So we have in humans, fish, and the insects. So humans, we have A, alveoli, gills, tracheos. B, alveoli, operculum, spiracles. C, nostrils, gills, tracheos. D, nostrils, operculum, spiracles. So where is gaseous exchange taking place in humans, fish, and the insects? We are looking at question number 12 now. Very good, guys. Yes, so in humans it will be in the alveoli, in fish it will occur in the gills, and in insects it will be the tracheos. Excellent work, guys. Very good. The correct answer here is A. Well done. So in humans it will be the alveoli, and gills in fish, and tracheos in the insects. Great job, guys. That is the correct answer. All right, next one is now question number 13. All right, we'll move on to 13 now. So 13 says, what is produced during anaerobic respiration in yeast? So we are talking about yeast carrying out anaerobic what? Respiration. So we have lactic acid, carbon dioxide. Key, the tick is for produced, the X is for not produced. So A, lactic acid is present and carbon dioxide is also produced. B, lactic acid is present, carbon dioxide is absent. C, lactic acid is absent, carbon dioxide is present. D, both the lactic acid and the carbon dioxide are absent. So what are the products of anaerobic respiration in yeast? So this is under the topic respiration or gaseous water exchange. Yes, guys. Very good work, guys. Yes, the correct answer here is C. Well done. So C is the correct answer altogether. So lactic acid is only produced by animals. So that's why here we are not going to go for lactic acid. So but yeast will do only produce ethanol, alcohol, and carbon dioxide. So yeast, when it carries out anaerobic respiration, it produces the alcohol and the carbon dioxide. So animals will produce lactic acid only. No carbon dioxide will be what? Produced. So that's why C is the correct answer. I hope that is clear, and great job for picking that option. I can see we are studying indeed. All right, moving on to question number 14. Okay. So question 14 says, which of the following is a pathogenic disease? Altogether, so we have A, cholera, B, coronary heart disease, C, sickle cell anemia, D, scurvy. So which one is a pathogenic disease, which is caused by a pathogen? Yes, guys, which one will be caused by a pathogen? Great job, guys. Yes, cholera will be caused by a pathogen. So it's caused by an organism which causes the disease, which is Vibrio cholerae. So heart disease basically comes from either genetics or also diet, stress, and the like. Sickle cell anemia, that is a genetic disorder. Scurvy is a deficiency nutritional deficiency disease, so which we already looked at earlier. So here it's cholera, which is caused by a pathogen. Very good. So that is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 15. Okay, so which conditions of humidity, light intensity, and temperature below make transpiration highest? Okay, all together. So we have humidity, light intensity, and the temperature. So A, we have 10% intensity high, 20 degrees Celsius. B, 10% humidity, light intensity low, temperature 55 degrees, sorry. Then C, humidity 80%, light intensity high, temperature 5 degrees. D, humidity 80%, light intensity low, and the temperature 20 degrees. So where is the transpiration going to be the highest? Yes, guys? Excellent job, guys. Yes, I'm happy to see that we have indeed been following. So I always say that when it comes to factors affecting humidity, the rest are always going to be high, will cause intensity to be high. But for humidity, it's always low. So low humidity will cause transpiration to be what? High. So for light intensity, you need it to be high. Temperature also needs to be high. Wind also needs to be what? High. But humidity needs to be low for transpiration to take place faster. So here, the correct answer here is A. Well done, guys. That is very good. Excellent to see that you guys have been following on our revisions. We've seen how this question keeps coming. Okay. The next one we have is question number 16. So which of the following components is responsible for blood clotting? So for blood to clot, if you cut yourself, what stops your blood from coming out? So is it A, the erythrocytes, B, the lymphocytes, C, phagocytes, and D, platelets? Yes, guys, so which one will actually is responsible for blood clotting? Is it the erythrocytes, the lymphocytes, phagocytes, or the platelets? We are at 15 now. So which ones will cause blood to stop coming out once you end up injuring yourself? Yes, guys? Oh, well done, guys. Yes, excellent. So what causes our bleeding to stop is the platelets. They are in charge of starting the process of blood clotting. Erythrocytes are simply red blood cells. The lymphocytes are white blood cells which produce antibodies, and phagocytes are white blood cells which engulf what? Bacteria. So blood clotting is done by platelets. Excellent work, guys. That is the correct answer. Okay, moving on to question 17. Okay, let me check if I'm obstructing here on the question so that I can try to. All right, I will remove the video for now. Okay, so here the diagram says, the diagram below shows the human circulatory system labeled A, B, C, and D, and so we have lungs and the rest of the body. Which of the parts A, B, C, and D carries the oxygenated blood at low pressure? Okay, so which one will be carrying oxygenated blood at low pressure? Yes, guys, which blood vessel will carry blood at low pressure? We are now at question number 17. Okay. Oh, sorry to hear about the network problem. All right, I hope it picks up soon. Yes, guys, we're at question number 17. Yes, excellent work. The blood vessel to carry oxygenated blood is the blood vessel B, which is the pulmonary vein. So the pulmonary vein is the only vein which carries the oxygenated blood. So remember, veins always carry blood at low pressure. So that is the correct answer. So C is the aorta, so blood is moving at high pressure. So A is moving at high pressure, but it's the deoxygenated blood. So even from the diagram, you would have even seen the trick. On this side, you can see that the blood vessels are shaded, meaning that this one is deoxygenated, but these ones are lighter, which is oxygenated. So there was even a way of guiding you to answer this question. Okay, So that one is the correct what answer. All right, so we'll move on to the next question now. Okay, so the next question is question number 18. Okay, so we have 18 here. So 18 says, the table below shows the percentage composition of some chemicals found in blood entering the kidney of a healthy person. So we have the chemical and composition in blood entering kidney. So percentage. So glucose, we have 0.10%. Protein, we have 8.00%. Urea, we have 0.003%. What is the percentage composition of the above chemicals in the urine of the healthy person? So in a healthy person, how will be the composition now? Okay, so we have A, glucose 0, protein 0, urea 2. B, glucose 0, protein 4, urea 0. C, 0.1, protein 8, urea 2.0. D, glucose 1%, protein 4%, urea 0.3%. Yes, guys, how will be the composition of urine in a healthy person? Uh-huh. 18. Yes, guys. Excellent work, guys. Yes, so what you have to know is that the function of the kidneys is to remove what? Urea from the blood. So glucose won't be removed and proteins also won't be what? Removed. So that's why here the correct answer for 18 is A. Excellent, guys. Overwhelming response there. Great to see that at least you understand the function of the kidney. Very good, guys. That is the correct answer. So glucose, there will be nothing. Proteins also won't be removed, and urea is what will be removed the most time. Excellent work, guys. That is indeed the correct answer. Okay, moving on to question number 19. I hope this question is clear on your side. Okay, all right, very good. So here it says 19 says the graph shows the air temperature of the graph shows air temperature and body temperature during a 24-hour period. So the body temperature is there and the air temperature, which is increasing and then decreasing. The time period, we have 0 to 24 hours. Okay, so which mechanism may help to maintain the body temperature between 18 and 24 hours? Between 18 and 24 hours. So what was being done? Okay, so A, we are saying decrease in metabolic rate. B, evaporation of water in the sweat. C, vasoconstriction of arterioles near the skin. D, vasodilation of arterioles near the skin surface. Yes, guys. So what mechanism may help to maintain the body temperature between 18 and 24 hours? Yes, guys, what will help to maintain the body temperature? 19. Yes, guys, what is the correct way? Okay. So excellent job, guys. So here the body temperature, so the outside the temperature is what? Cold. So since it's cold outside, the skin will try to maintain the body temperature. So here no sweating is going to take what place. So what will be done is vasoconstriction. So the correct answer here is what? D. So you want vasoconstriction to keep blood under the skin. So the blood vessels will constrict. So that's why here vasodilation is for increasing the body temperature. I mean, it's for reducing heat when the body temperature is too hot. So the key here was to see what the graph is doing. So the temperature is at 20, meaning that it's lower than the body temperature. You want to raise the body temperature. So to raise the body temperature, you know sweating will take place. You need the vasoconstriction. So that's why C here is the correct answer. Excellent job, guys. That is very good. Okay. All right. Moving on to question 20 now. The diagram shows the endocrine glands in the human being. We have R, T, and S. Which hormones are produced by glands R, S, and T? Okay. So we have R, S, and T. Then A says ADH, adrenaline, and insulin. B, ADH, insulin, adrenaline. Or C, insulin, adrenaline, ADH. Or D, insulin, ADH, adrenaline. Yes, guys. So so here we have to know our hormones produced by our endocrine glands. Okay. So we have R, which is the pituitary gland, S, which is the adrenal gland, and T, which is the pancreas. So which gland is produced by this? All right, excellent job, guys. Overwhelming response, very good. The correct answer here is A. The pituitary gland will produce ADH to reabsorb water in the kidneys. Then the adrenal glands produce adrenaline for the fight and flight response. So if you see a dog and you are scared, you produce adrenaline. Okay, in case maybe you're watching Mr. Bean and you're busy laughing, you also produce adrenaline when you're excited. Then we also produce insulin by the pancreas. Okay, so that is the hormones produced. Okay, so next we move on to question 21, which is on the reflex arc. The diagram below shows a reflex arc, which is labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we have a knee tapped there, so we have the knee tapped. What is the correct order of the message impulse? Okay, the message of the impulse after the knee is tapped. Okay, so is it A, 1, 2, 3, 4, or B, 1, 4, 2, 3, or C, we have 4, 1, 2, 3, or D, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, guys, what would be the correct sequence of the impulse so that we cause a response? We are at question 20 now. Okay. Yes, guys, what will be the correct sequence of movement? 21. Yes, very good. The correct sequence will be C. So you first receive the impulse from the sensory altogether. So the receptor will pick up the signal, then it will be transferred to the sensory neuron, which will be, so from 4, then it will travel to the sensory. Sensory will then pass on to the relay, then relay to the motor which is 2, then 2, the signal goes to the muscle, which will contract, causing the movement. So the correct answer here is C. We have 4, 1, 2, 3. So that is how the signal will move in. Excellent work, guys. That is the correct answer. Okay. Next question we have is question number 22. Okay, so question 22 says, what role do the ciliary muscles, suspensory ligaments, and lens play to focus a near object? We are seeing something which is near, just like what you are watching now on your phone. How are your muscles working? So you have the ciliary muscle, suspensory ligaments, and the lens. So A, we have ciliary muscle contracts, suspensory muscles loosen, lens becomes fat. D, ciliary muscle contract, suspensory ligaments tighten, lens becomes fat. So C, ciliary muscle relax, suspensory ligaments loosen, lens becomes thin. D, ciliary muscle relax, suspensory ligaments tighten, and the lens become thin. Very good. So which one is the correct order in which the muscles, the suspensory ligaments, and the lens are when you are viewing a near what object. Yes, guys. 21, very good. So for 22, yes, very good. The correct answer here is A. So the ciliary muscle will actually contract altogether. So that contraction will actually cause the suspensory ligaments to become loosened, and once they become loose, they let go of the lens, and the lens becomes what? Fat. So what I simply try to remember when I'm looking at a near object, I always ask myself to say, when do I feel tired? So when I'm reading or when I'm watching TV. So when I'm reading, I easily get tired because the muscles contract. That's why the muscles are working. Then the other thing to remember about the lens is that when you're seeing something far, the lens is also long. When you're seeing something near, the lens is also short. And when it's short, it becomes fat. When it's long, it becomes thin. That is one way I easily try to remember how these are actually working. So that is how you'll easily be able to remember if you are seeing a near object or a far object. So I explained this in our previous lessons under accommodation altogether. So that is what you have to remember. All right, so the correct answer here is A. Okay, moving on now to question 23. So 23 says, which of the following correctly identifies the type and composition of the skeleton of an insect altogether? So you want to know the skeleton and what it's made up of. So type and composition. So A, we have endoskeleton made of cartilage. D, endoskeleton made of keratin. C, exoskeleton made up of chitin or chitin. D, exoskeleton made up of protein. So what is the correct type and composition of the skeleton in insects? Yes, guys. What would be the correct composition? Excellent, guys. Yes, the type of the skeleton in insects, it's an exoskeleton, and it's made up of chitin or chitin, depending on how you want to call it. So that is the skeleton. So keratin, so the skeleton is not made of protein but chitin. Excellent job, guys. I can see that there on the topic types of skeletons, you're not going to have any challenges if a question comes on this one. That's great job, guys. Please keep it up. Very good. So the correct answer was C. Okay, moving on to question 24 now. This is under responses in plants. In an experiment to investigate phototropism, a plant shoot is grown with the light coming from only from one side only altogether. So we have light coming from one direction. Start of the experiment after 2 days. We have parts labeled A, B, C, and D. Okay, so which region has got the highest growth after 2 days? So which part has got the highest growth after 2 days? Okay, so we have our experiment, which is showing tropism taking what place? So 24. So in an experiment to investigate tropism, our plant there is only growing, is only receiving light from one direction. So which part has got more growth taking place after 2 days? Is it A, B, C, or D? Very good, excellent work, guys. So the area where you have more growth taking place, it's D altogether, because once light shines on one side, the oxygen is carried to the other side. So this side will have a high concentration of oxygen and hence more growth. You're going to have more growth taking what place? So you have more growth here. So that's why D is where more growth will take what place. The cells will become longer, causing it to now bend to the other side. So excellent work. The correct answer is D. Okay. Next one we have is question 25. So question 25 says, which environmental condition is not necessary for germination of seeds? Altogether, A, availability of light, B, availability of oxygen, C, availability of water, D, suitable temperature. So which environmental condition is not necessary for germination? Yes, guys, what is going to be not needed for germination to take place? Is it light, oxygen, water, or temperature? What don't we need for germination to take place? Oh, I can see we are busy. Really enjoying the energy in the chat section. Always looking forward to seeing your answers. That's very good. Yes, guys, what don't we need for germination to take place? Very good, guys. Yes, the correct answer here is A. You don't need light for germination. I'll repeat this again. Remember, guys, I always said that the only three things you need for germination: you need oxygen, you need water, and this suitable temperature. These are the only three things you are going to need. You don't need light, you don't need soil, you don't need mineral salts altogether. So the only thing you need for germination is simply water, oxygen, and the suitable temperature. So you don't need light for germination to take place. So the correct answer for 25 is A. All right, very good. So go back and read more on your notes on germination. You will see those points there. All right. So next, we're now moving on to question 26. 26 says the diagram shows a type of asexual reproduction in bacteria. So what type of asexual reproduction is illustrated above? Is it A, binary fusion, B, budding, C, fragmentation, D, spore formation? Yes, guys. Which type of asexual reproduction are we seeing here for 26? Is it budding, binary fusion, fragmentation, or spore formation? 26. Yes, guys? Okay. So, asexual reproduction in bacteria, which one is it? Is it binary fusion? Is it budding, or is it fragmentation or spore formation? Very good, guys. Yes, here the correct answer is A. This is binary fusion. Because binary fusion, the cell has split in what? In half. So budding will occur in yeast altogether, and here what will happen in budding is that the cell will create a small growth on top. So this is what is known as budding. But when the cell divides in half, so here you can see splitting in equal pieces. This is what is known as the binary fusion. So yeast are the ones which will reproduce by budding. Also hydra will also reproduce by budding. So this is the correct answer A. This is binary fusion. All right, very good. Okay, so next we have question number 27. Okay, so question 27 says the diagram shows a plant that is producing small plantlets. We have the mother plant and the plantlet. Which statement about the plantlet is correct? They are: 1, genetically different from the parent plant; B, genetically identical to the parent plant; C, produced as a result of fusion of the nuclei; D, produced by fertilization of flowers. So which one is correct about the plantlet? 27. What do you think is correct about the yes, guys? 27. Excellent work. So this is asexual reproduction altogether. So in asexual reproduction, the the plantlet or the daughters which are produced are genetically what? Identical. Excellent. So the correct answer here is B. So they are genetically identical to the parent what? Plant. So that makes a clone of itself. Excellent job, guys. I can see we are following and understanding our asexual reproduction. Very good. Okay, moving on to 28 now. So 28 says the flowers show adaptations to wind or insect pollination. Which of the following adaptations are found in wind pollinated flowers? So wind pollinated flowers. Eh? All right, so we have anthers, nectaries, petals, and this stigma all together. So we have A, firmly attached, nectar is present, petals brightly colored, stigma inside the flower. Eh? B, firmly attached, nectar is present, colors down, stigma outside the flower. C, loosely attached, nectary absent, petals brightly colored, stigma inside the flower. D, loosely attached, nectar is absent, petals dull colored, then stigma outside the flower. So which adaptations there are for the wind pollinated flower? Question 28. Yes, guys. Question 28. Yes, well done, guys. Very good. The correct answer here is D. Okay, so the anthers will be loosely attached so that they can easily be blown by the wind. So that then apart from that, nectaries are absent because you don't need insects, so no need for nectars to give insects nectar for not doing any job. Then the petals, they are dull colored, so there's no need for them to be bright because you just need you don't need to attract insects, so no need for a bright color. Then the stigma also be outside so that it's able to capture the wind. So the wind is coming, it will be able to trap the pollen, which will be present in the what? In the wind. So that's why you find that here D is the correct answer. Well done, guys. Okay, so next one is now question 29. So 29 says which method of seed dispersal occurs in coconut plants? Okay, so this one will be easy for you guys who have watched Moana. Okay, so A, animal, B, self, C, water, D, wind. 29, the coconut, how is it dispersed? Is it by animals? Is it by itself? Is it self? Or is it by water? Or is it by wind? Dispersal in the coconut. Excellent job, guys. Yes, the coconut will actually be dispersed by what? Water. So unfortunately, yes, humans will eat the coconut, but they actually are not in charge of dispersing it because it is normally adapted to disperse itself using currents of water. So it's able to float on what? Water. So that one, unfortunately, it won't be self-dispersal because it's being carried by water. Oh, why have I circled wind? Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let me rub this out. Okay, where's my rubber? I'm even busy cycling wind. Okay, I don't know what's wrong. Okay, all right, so sorry about that. Where's my pen now? Okay, here it is. All right, so I was saying the correct answer here is C, it's water. So coconuts are carried by the water current. So unfortunately it won't be animal or self, but it's actually by what? Water, because they will be floating on water. Very good, guys. So that is the correct answer. Okay, all right, moving on to question 30. Okay, we are almost on our last 10 questions now, so let's ensure that we get all 10 now correct. All right, so question 30 says the diagram below shows the male reproductive system labeled A, B, C, or D. So which part produces testosterone? Okay, which one is producing testosterone? Yes, guys, which one is producing testosterone? All right, yes, very good, guys, very good, excellent. The part which produces testosterone is the D, which is the testes. C is the epididymis, so this is the epididymis. Okay, so this one is in charge of storing sperms, store sperm cells. Okay, so the one which will produce testosterone is the D, which is the testes. Well done, guys, that is the correct answer. Very good. So that is the correct answer. All right, so the next one we have is question number what? 31. Very good. 31. So which structure is involved in the transfer of dissolved nutrients from the mother to the fetus? Okay, so we're talking about transfer of dissolved nutrients from the mother to the fetus. Is it A, the kidney, B, liver, C, placenta, D, stomach? Okay, so this is under pregnancy now. Okay, pregnancy and gestation. Okay, 31. Which structure is in charge of transferring nutrients, dissolved nutrients from the mother to the fetus? Is it the kidney, the liver, the placenta, or the stomach? Excellent work, guys. I can see all those options are pouring in. Well done, guys. Yes, the answer is the placenta. That is where exchange of nutrients and waste will take place between the mother and the fetus. So the placenta will be working both as a digestive system, gaseous exchange altogether, and also as an endocrine system. So the placenta performs a lot of functions during pregnancy, and one of them is to transfer dissolved nutrients from the mother to the fetus. Well done, guys. That is the correct answer. All right, moving on to question number 32. So 32 says, which of the following methods of contraception works by inhibiting the production of follicle stimulating hormone in the pituitary gland? Is it A, condoms, B, contraceptive pills, C, intrauterine device, which is the IUD, and D, vasectomy? So which one will inhibit the production of follicle stimulating hormone, FSH? So 32, which birth control method or contraceptive method? Is it the condoms, contraceptive pills, intrauterine device, or the vasectomy? 32. Yes, guys, 32. Which one is in charge? Very good, guys. So the one which will actually block the hormonal is the hormonal method altogether. So if you're dealing with hormones, it's the hormonal method which affects the hormones. So that is the contraceptive pills. So the contraceptive pills contain synthetic progesterone. So they actually trick the female body thinking that it's pregnant, and yet it's not pregnant. So that prevents it from the female body from secreting follicle stimulating hormone. So since the woman is taking in artificial progesterone, the pituitary gland will be receiving progesterone, thinking that, oh, I think the female body is pregnant, so no production of follicle stimulating hormone. And that's why we find that when the women are on the birth control pills, they end up gaining weight because their body thinks it's pregnant, so they start storing fat in preparedness for for pregnancy and to maintain the pregnancy. So that is one of the disadvantages of this method. So the answer here was B, which is the contraceptive pill. All right, next one we have is question number 33. All right, we are on 33 now. So 33 says, which of the following characteristics is an example of discontinuous variation in humans? Okay, so this one has come back again. We looked at this one in our previous papers. Discontinuous variation in humans. Is it A, height, B, length of the foot, C, tongue rolling, and D, weight? Okay, which is the same as body mass. Okay, so which one is an example of discontinuous variation, which is clear cut? which has a clear-cut distinction. Is it height, length of foot, tongue rolling, and the height? Yes, guys, which one is it? Very good, excellent work, guys. Yes, so discontinuous variation example is the tongue rolling. So here the group is clear cut. It's either you can roll your tongue or you can't roll your what? Your tongue, guys. So for height, you are going to find a normal distribution. Length of foot also, the distribution will be find people with these longer sizes, smaller sizes, so that one can be clear cut. So even if you find that when people are selling shoes, you size what, but some people don't fit properly in their shoes, because some, even if they are wearing, say, no, I wear size 9, you find maybe the foot is somehow short, they put some cotton in their shoe. Others, even if they wear 9, first the shoe has to bend them for 1 week or 2 weeks. That's when the shoe starts fitting. So length of foot is not actually a discontinuous variation. So the one which is clear cut is tongue rolling. The weight also has a normal distribution. So tongue rolling is clear cut. It's either you can roll your tongue or you can't roll it. So that's why you can have clear cut groups. So that was the correct answer. The correct answer is this, C. The rest are all continuous variations. Okay, next question we have is question 34. This is where we now do a bit of genetics, which is very nice. So a couple produces a child who is an albino. Albinism is a condition in which skin pigment is not made. What is the chance that their next child will be an albino? So we have a couple produces a child who is an albino. Okay, so here we are assuming the couple is normal. Okay, so what would be the chance of them having an albino? Although the question should have been clear to say, how is the couple? Is it are they a normal couple, or do they all have albinism? So here we assume the couple is normal. Okay. Yes, guys, what would be the chance of them having a child with albinism? 34. Yes, guys. You can do your cross. Very good. I can see some of you are already done for question 34. Excellent work, guys. Yes, the chance of them having an albino child will be 25%. Excellent. So how is this possible? So they are normal, so they will have A crossing with the AA. So they are all recessive, right? They are carriers. So when they cross, they have a chance of having homozygous normal. Then we have heterozygous. Then when you cross, this one will give you heterozygous. Then this one will give you AA. So in terms of normal, there's a 3 chance. In terms of albinism, you have a 1 chance. So this is 1/4 times 100. Okay. So this will give you how much? 25%. So that is the chance of having a child with the albinism. So each time there's a pregnancy, there's always a 25% chance. So there's a chance that even all their children, they can still be albinism. So it doesn't mean that it's 100%. The chance is always 25%. All right. So that is the case there. So we have question 34. Okay. So the next one we have is question 35. Okay, we are on 35 now. This is a nice question. So which of the following 4 vertebrates in the table is a reptile? So which of the following vertebrates in the table is a reptile? So key, tick present, X absent. Scaly skin in A, present, hair absent, limbs 4, tail present. B, scaly skin present, hair present, 4 limbs absent, tail present. Or C, scaly skin absent, hair absent, 4 limbs present, tail absent. Or D, we have scaly skin absent, hair is present, 4 limbs we have present, and tail is present. So which one is showing a reptile here? Okay, so what are the characteristics of a reptile? We are on 35. Yes, guys. Keep those questions coming. The reptile is which one? Wow, very good. Nice job, guys. Yes, the reptile is the A. So you are going to have scaly skin. So reptiles have no hair. So they can either have scales or feathers. Sorry, feathers are for birds. Okay, so that will normally make reptiles. So these will always have scales on their bodies. Then the limbs, they have 4, except for snakes. Then a tail is going to be what? Present. So that is what we found in a reptile. So they have a scaly skin, they have got no hair altogether, then they have 4 limbs and also presence of a tail. Okay. Then next we go to 35. So 35 says, which of the following soil types has the highest nutrient content? Which one contains more nutrients? Is it A, clay, B, loam, C, sand, and D, silt? Okay. Which soil type has more nutrients? Okay, we are on 36 now. Yes, guys, which soil type has more nutrients? Yes, guys, which one? Okay, very good. Yes, well done, guys. Well done, guys. Very good. So the correct answer here is actually clay. I know this one is going to be interesting. So clay, yes, will have more nutrients, but it's not actually good for agriculture. So it's only when you get clay and you mix it with sand, that's when you now form what? Loam soil altogether. So that's when now the soil, the nutrients in clay can now be available to be used for what? For agriculture. So clay will actually have more nutrients, but it's actually not very good for agriculture because one, it has got very high water retention. It does not allow water to pass through. Then apart from that, the particles are very, very small, so they are tightly packed, which actually causes less water to pass through and less oxygen to be available in the soil. But when it comes to content, clay actually has more nutrients altogether. So that's why you find that people, have you seen those guys who are, people are buying black soil so that they spread it on their lawn so that the kapinga grows nicely? Maybe you've seen those guys doing that, especially those who have got money to grow grass. So you find people normally are growing grass instead of growing food. But anyway, it's up to them since they want their grass to appear very green instead of growing cabbages and tomatoes. So back to our clay. So clay is the one which now contains more more nutrients. All right, so that is something we should actually get to appreciate and understand. So it is the clay which actually has the highest amount of nutrients. Okay. All right, I hope that is clear. Okay. All right. Okay. No, that is okay. No need for you to be doubting. It's good at least today you are now clear. That's why we are here today and we've seen what is needed. Otherwise, very good, guys. Good to see you enjoying the lesson so far and seeing where we are going wrong and making our corrections. Okay, so let's look at the other one. So this one was the one which was a bit tricky. I knew this one was actually going to throw a lot of you off guard, but we can now move on to question number 37. So 37 says the diagram shows a pyramid of biomass for all organisms in an ecosystem. So which organisms are carnivores? Okay, so which one are carnivores? We have S, R, Q, P. So A is saying P and Q, B is saying P and R, C is saying Q and R, D is saying R and S. So which ones are the carnivores? So I hope we know what carnivores are. Yes, guys. 37. Which one are the carnivores? Excellent work, guys. Yes, the carnivores are the top feeders. So these here are carnivores. So here we are going to have our plants, okay, which are our producers. Then here we are going to have our herbivores, which are our primary consumers. Okay. Then the next, the secondary consumer and tertiary consumer are all belonging to carnivores. So the correct answer here is the A. Well done, guys. That is the correct answer. I can see we've been following our ecological pyramids and also knowing our food chain, which is very good to know. All right, nice work, guys, on this question. The answer indeed is the A. All right, moving on to question 38. I know we've been having struggles, but we've been looking at the carbon cycle for the past 2 weeks so far. We've been seeing questions coming. I hope this time we are all going to score this one. Okay, so the diagram below represents the carbon cycle. Which process is represented by X? Is it A, combustion, B, feeding, C, photosynthesis, D, respiration, where green plants are giving back carbon dioxide to the atmosphere? Yes, guys, which one is it? Is it combustion? Is it feeding? Is it photosynthesis? Or is it respiration? Okay, 37. Okay, 37. Oh, come on, guys. So the answer is actually D. It is respiration. All together. So that is the correct answer. So the correct answer is respiration. So green plants will actually breathe just like animals. So when plants are breathing at night, they give back carbon dioxide to the air. So that's why we say don't keep plants in the house at night when you're sleeping, because even them, they'll be using up the oxygen together with you in the room. So that's why we say at night keep plants outside, because they'll carry out respiration, which gives back what? Oxygen. So the only way combustion was going to come in is if we get it here from fossil fuels. When fossil fuels are burning, this is where our combustion is. Altogether, combustion occurs when we are burning fossil fuels. So from fossil fuels back to oxygen, to carbon dioxide, sorry, that is where we have our combustion. So here you were flown off by combustion. So please be able to remember also that plants are able to give back oxygen by respiration. The question was confusing. I thought it was clear. Okay, so there, I know where maybe the placement of the plants and the what. So that is where they might have thrown this one. But otherwise, the correct answer is D. All right, very good, guys. Great to see that at least we are following now. All right, so make sure you know the stages so that you don't get thrown off guard next time we see another question on the carbon cycle or the nitrogen cycle. All right, we are at 39 now. So overuse of fertilizers on huge farms near water bodies cause chemicals in the fertilizer to be washed into ponds and lakes. This causes eutrophication. So resulting in the following events: 1, algae bloom; 2, fish dying; 3, massive growth of bacteria; 4, oxygen depletion. So in which order do these events occur? So is it A, 1, 3, 4, 2, or B, 1, 4, 3, 2, or C, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, or D, 4, 1, 2, 3? Yes, guys, which one is the correct answer? So how does the eutrophication take place? Okay, very good, guys. Yes, so here the correct answer is A, actually. Very good, guys. So for those who've gone for A, this will be the correct answer. So immediately there's a lot of fertilizer in the pond. what will happen is that since there are nitrates from the fertilizer, the algae is actually going to grow more altogether. So you're going to have growth of algae altogether. So the algae will actually start to grow. Now, once the algae start dying, when they reach a certain age and die, they will actually start being fed on by what? Bacteria. So you're going to have a massive growth in bacteria. Now, as the bacteria is breaking down the algae, they will end up using what? Oxygen. So this will lead to the oxygen depletion. When oxygen is depleted, then the fish end up what? Dying. So that's why I find that when the pond ends up becoming green, then the fish ends up coming at the bottom, at the top, sorry, because they've now died due to lack of what? Oxygen. So the correct answer here is A. We have 1, the algae blooming, then you have growth of bacteria, which will increase. Then once bacteria increases in number, they use up all the oxygen, and the depletion of oxygen causes the fish to do what? To die. So that was the correct answer for question number 39. All right, coming to our last question now. Okay. Oh, I've not answered this one. Let me remove this one. Okay. So when we look at question number 40, it says, which activity will be the least likely to lead to extinction of species? Okay, which activity would be the least likely to lead to extinction? Least likely, okay, to lead to extinction. Is it A, conservation, B, deforestation, C, use of herbicides, D, use of pesticides? I think for this one, let's see, hit it on. Yes, guys, which one will lead to least likely for extinctions to species to go extinct? Let's go, guys. This is the last one now. Chimunya, you're still on number 37. What happened? Okay, I hope you will catch up to the rest. Okay. All right, so we yes, guys, which one will lead to least likely to cause extinction? Very good, guys. Yes, here the correct answer is A. So A will not lead to extinction of what? Species, because you are conserving now. So once we conserve, we end up finding that we are now saving the what? The species. So conservation is very important because it does not lead to extinction of what? Species. So this is our last question. I hope we had fun. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope we learned 1 or 2 things in our stream today, and looking forward to seeing you in the next stream. Otherwise, this was what I had for you today. I hope we enjoyed the paper. So we've looked at biology paper 1 for the year 2020 for GCE candidates. So otherwise, guys, really had the present evening with you guys. Really enjoyed the energy which you were giving in the comment section together. Really looking forward to seeing you again in the next stream. Otherwise, you've really been showing your commitment, and this will actually end up paying off very soon, especially when you keep on practicing and you keep on studying every day. So give chance to biology. Otherwise, the paper is always very easy. It's how you answer and what time you actually give to this subject. So thank you so much for watching, guys. For now, I'll say enjoy the rest of your evening. Before you go, make sure you give this video a like together and leave a comment in the comment section. So that would really appreciate. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Goodbye and bye for now. Enjoy your evening.